Because every hour I gotta save this shit. Because I don't know how to save this shit on Twitch. Not that anybody's gonna watch it, but I want to just fucking have it for me. Alright, we got another steel sword key. Or stone sword key. I'll learn to read. It's not like I'm a teacher or anything. Alright, again, these guys don't do anything. We can just fucking murder these guys. Go the same path we went. Because I'm good, I'm gonna miss the first try. You know, don't want to fucking build anticipation for me to actually hit something the first time I want to. Alright. Still need to be careful on this part. That is too high for you to fucking live off of. Oh, are you shitting me? My ability to miss fucking hits again. But since I know that there's grace right here, I'm just going to grab this. I don't need to concern myself with them. Because now, even if I die, like I did last time, I got the shit I need. Alright, we go back in. Kill this fucking guy, because he was helping no one. He knew what was going to happen. He stayed there. He fucking knew I was going to get his ass this time. Alright, whip. So if you feel like cross-playing as fucking somebody from Castlevania, you got the whip. This is a dex weapon. This is just your basic-ass whip. There's probably going to be better ones along the way in the game, but I'll show you guys real quick. That's one thing I don't like about this right now. I don't like that sound. Like, if it's a whip, you should hear that fucking snap real quick, but I don't know. Maybe it's just me. That's one of the things I just don't like right there, is just that sound design. Alright. Since we got this one unlocked, we're gonna go all the way back. Going into the church. And because I went to go get that Grace Sword and I rested at Grace, I unlocked something called the Round Table. I'll show you guys what that is a little bit later. But basically, if you progress far enough in the game, or if you progress and travel far enough in the game, you will unlock this special location. It's the hub. So where you can get better smithing things done, more quest lines. Definitely a lot of things you got to go over in there. But that's your hub. Right now we don't need the hub, because I can just go in here, grab my greatsword, 1,180.
Wait, well, you're back.
Go to this guy, sell all my runes, 3,800. And we're gonna power this shit up right now. 1,652. There's probably some more things I could sell.
What is it?
Or I can get a quick 400. Let's see. There's definitely some armor I can probably... Yep. There we go.
Goodbye.
And this is my last upgrade for it. There we go. Now if I were to drop that, switch some stuff out, helmets I can't do shit about. I might be able to do something here. Grab the greatsword. Medium load. Any chest armor is going to make that worse. I can at least buff up the other extremities. And now we got a greatsword. Alright, so here's how hard the greatsword is going to hit. We're going to be hitting for about 254. We now have a medium roll, so we are going to be able to roll. We aren't going to be able to take a lot of damage. But at least now we have a greatsword. And we're going to go fight another boss. Because I want to show you guys this cool fucking sword I was talking about yesterday. And that video of the last stream didn't actually save, so every hour I'm going to try and save this one and just upload them one by one to YouTube. So if anybody wants to watch this shit or need any help, or if they just want to see how some of these castles are done, you'll have this. Let me show you why the greatsword is so much better than the axe. If I can actually backstab him. Oh. This is just going out its way to piss me off now. Anyway, fuck it. Wanted to backstab him. This guy's an annoyance, so remember how hard it was to hit this guy? Wow. You fucking asshole. Anyway. This thing has stupidly long reach. Hits hard as hell. Great jumping attacks. And really great just charge attacks like this. Giants just go down because you got a long reach that can hit them. Once you break their knees, you can hit people from a distance if you time things right. Got a little somber stone right there. All the way over there, we got some fire arrows, and over here, I don't exactly remember what it was. Let's grab that shit real quick, though. Fucking nothing. Anyway. Let's head toward the fucking fart gas. So this is a boss. He gives you a pretty cool weapon. So if you're going to be using a strength build, this is a weapon you are definitely going to want to use. You can summon somebody if you wanted to. Just like with the Bloodhound Knight, he does have staggered attacks. Like that. So you don't want to constantly roll. But look how you hit him. He looks like you're fucking socking him in the face. I love how that looks. And I do like the jumping attack. Look at him just fucking bully himself all through that shit. So those staggered attacks right there. Notice how I was just rolling? That's why I got killed. He can two-shot you. He hits really fucking hard. But you can also stagger him. If you just play a little bit more passive, watch his attacks, he definitely has some openings. There's definitely a chain of attacks for him. After each chain of attack, you're usually good. Like, it's usually a three, yeah, he likes to do things in threes, once in a while a four. He has a jumping attack that is actually deceptive range, where he'll turn his sword sideways and try to just smash you with it. You don't always have to go through that way, you can just drop off right here. So when he does that one, you definitely have a chance for a counterattack. Greatsword, you can also do some more blocks. You're not going to block all of the damage, but at least you'll block some. But it will take a lot more stamina from you. One, two, and three. Big attack. I love how that looks. It's like a fucking rocket montage. Usually you can get away with 2 hits if you're using a big heavy weapon. I like using the jumping attack because of the amount of range it has. Problem is, it does take a lot of stamina, and it is slow. Got me again. But it's not that bad. We could do this with the axe, but I'm going to be using the great sword from now on. Plus, we just got it upgraded. Why not fucking use it? I'm using a little bit too many jumping attacks, and I'm not timing my attacks out right. You can be passive and just wait for those parts to get your attacks in because of those stuns, and just wait for them to attack over and over again. I'm playing a little bit more impatient because I don't know how long I'm going to be on here for. But I'm also not going to spend all night fighting this guy. So I might as well just go try and beat him now. See? Was able to just power through his attack just as much. Not as aggressive as he should have been right there. I got the riposte. So using those jumping attacks and those big hits right there do work for you. That's gonna hurt. He's upset. There it is. That's the one I was talking about earlier. I used the big swing because I figured he was going to be darting off to the side. That has a lot of range to it, so made sure to use it. Yeah, I got killed on that. I was trying to push it. I see we got 3 people in the stream. Anybody want to say anything? What's going on? What builds do you guys like to use? What weapons do you prefer? Have you found any cooler weapons than I've found? If you have, where are they at? If you're here to just learn something, anything you want to see, I'm open to suggestion. Oh, that's a good suggestion right there. That was the suggestion I was always hoping for. Here's our post. Fuck this guy. I played around with him a little too long. So the problem with that one right there, when I did the charge attack right after I did the riposte, because I didn't have enough stamina, it still is going to charge that stamina slower. So because I didn't have good stamina management right there, and I used a charge attack right after it, all my stamina went down to 0, but because it was more stamina than I had, it going to recharge a lot slower. I didn't have enough stamina to dodge, move out the way, or basically to defend myself. So that's basically why he just did that 3-hit counter and I just got wrecked. Oh, I'll definitely get him. I'm surprised it's taking me this long to kill him. With my other characters, I've just kind of marched through them. I figured my shit was about, like, I was due to get my shit pushed in. I just didn't know it was going to be this guy. Fucking embarrassing. Big swing right there. Traded with me. You're just marching through my shit right now. Which is okay. Yep. Shut up. Big swing, slam. Give your balls a tug. There it is. And that's the sword I want to show you guys. Look at this fucking Game of Thrones looking sword. Look at this shit. It's like if the fucking... that fucking throne, the fucking Game of Thrones throne, was made into a fucking sword. Look how cool this is. I fucking love it. But let me show you what this stats is. The storied sword of Castle Morn, a revenger's weapon. It is burdened with oceans of anger and regret. One of the legendary armaments. A lone surviving champion from a country now vanquished or vanished. Was so determined to continue fighting that he claimed the swords of an entire clan of warriors. Swore an oath upon the great sword to avenge the clan, temporarily raising all attributes for a certain duration. While the oath's effect are active, poise will also be increased. So basically, you pop this little weapon art and all of your stats increased. It's such a cool looking sword though. I'm using it on a different build. I can use it on this character if you guys want. But for now, we gotta stick with the great sword. I'm surprised it took me that long to kill that fucking guy. Alright. But let's go ahead and get back to this guy over here. Because since we just defended the castle and we killed we killed the boss of the castle, we got to go talk to that guy again and progress his quest. And then see what happens with him and his daughter. Gotta wait on this fucking lift again. Alright. So this time, we're basically ignoring a lot of this shit. Because we're just going right to the guy. Figured one would follow. And these motherfuckers would follow. There we go. Just can't make things easy. Fuck. Yeah, we get to wait on the lift again. Gotta wait on the motherfucking lift again. Could have had this shit done. Was better at this game, we would have had that shit done. Like, it would have been done by now. Talked to this guy, figured out what the fuck happened. Visited the daughter again. Try this again. Hopefully this time I'm not gang banged in the middle of some fucking trees. He's not gonna do that. Alright. Rush into the guy. If you notice with this greatsword, we got a lot more reach. We're still two-shotting things. I can't upgrade it again. I'm just gonna have to go to the round table place because I do have 2 smithing shards that are at least level 2. And from level 2, you can go from 4, 5, and 6. So I can make this thing still stronger. And get it up to level 4 at least. One shot that guy. I fucking hate these guys. But because now we have the greatsword, so much easier. Look at that. So much more different when I had just the fucking great axe. Now I ain't gotta worry about that shit. I can just jump up to hit this guy. Or jump up now. Or jump up now. No. Making sure you don't fall off, because he will fly back up here and piss us all off. Or at least me. If it's entertaining for you guys to watch me get fucked over, well, more power to you. Wow, you got fucked. So you can still guard counter.
I'm in your debt for keeping the sword from those fallen creatures. I'm no longer bound by duty. Once I've rescued Arena, I will spend my remaining days with her. Thanks to you, I will devote Arena as I only hope it remains intact.
Alright. So now that we're done with that, we can head back over here. I think. I'm not 100% sure. Did say we would explore up here real quick. See if there's anything worth getting. That's the thing about these open world games. You gotta explore so much. And then you gotta stream this shit. Who knows if you're actually gonna be fucking finding something and making it entertaining. Hey, piece of string. I feel like there's some asshole up there. Yep. You dick. I am getting my ass whipped by a fucking jobber. There we go. Hand ballistas. Wait a minute. And ballista bolts. This is new. What are these things? Unconventional ballista device modeled on a weapon used to besiege castles. Only capable of firing great bolts. Perfect for reckless acts such as storming a castle or Yep, there's some grace over there. We'll pop that grace and then go check in on old girl. I feel like everybody in the fucking brother is playing this fucking game right now. I don't know what the fuck that was, but it seemed like the game shit itself for a quick second. Or at least my PS4 did. Internet, maybe. What if I did 8 times? How much is this one? 5? Oh. Definitely have to explore more up here, but I could have popped this grace the whole time. I don't have this game memorized yet. I'm not gonna remember where a lot of this shit is most of the time. But here's old girl, or was old girl. Looks like one of those flying monster things got her.
Rena, how could this be? My daughter deserved better. The fault lies with me. I chose duty over my daughter's safety. And that is how fate has answered. I'll find them. The foul wretches responsible for this. I'll hunt them down and exterminate every last one of them. Rest assured, Arena, it will be done. I'll find the foul wretches. I'll hunt them, rest assured.
Alright. And I'm thinking we're probably going to meet up with him later. Honestly, I don't know what part or where to find the next one because I haven't gotten that far yet, but I figured catch you guys up in the knowledge that I have. So if we explore over here, there's a place right over here, up in this area. I'm pretty sure that has Sacred Tears that increases the amount that our Estus Flask can heal us. And I think there's one right over here as well. Let's see, there's going to be an important section over here. And something we should explore over here as well. But we're going to be heading back toward the beginning and start moving our way upward toward the boss on this bridge right here, in case any of you guys haven't been to it yet. And we're going to see if we can kill the Crucible Knight again. We're also going to move our way back up this way and check out this area right here because there's another boss in here. And yeah, I think that's the plan for now. I already killed the dragon, so we ain't got to worry about him anymore. I'm gonna head straight across. Oh. And this is the guy we met yesterday. Helped us kill that invasion. And I still want his fucking hat.
Beautiful work. Felling that dragon. And as such, there's something you might like to know. The heart you brought back. It's used in dragon communion.
I knew
If
that.
you should find yourself overcome by hunger for the heart, yearning for its strength, then seek the decrepit church on the little island off the western coast.
And if you joined the stream yesterday, I showed you guys how to get to that island. He's talking about this one right over here in case anybody missed it. You can go through this cave right here, all the way through, kill the two bosses within it, and you'll end up on this side. Oh, good. Look at that shit though. Two-shot it. God, I love the crazy. Alright. Almost there. Up this road. And there's two more bosses I also still have to show you. And they only come out at night. Greatsword hype? God, if only Blessed Unleashed had a fucking greatsword. That game would still be fucking garbage. They fucked up that game so bad. Alright, so here's the summon sign right here. Again, if you guys wanted to, you can put your summon sign right out. Put it right here. Somebody can pick you up. because this is where a boss is right here. Once you go into the boss, that pit disappears. But this guy's coming at me with nunchucks. So, here's the thing about this boss. His helmet negates a ton of damage. So if you're coming in with vertical swings, you are not going to do nearly as much damage. It's just going to negate it. So horizontal swipes is pretty important actually fighting this boss. So the greatsword actually works real well right there, except for that part. As you saw, I hit that fucking helmet. So it negated a lot of damage. Even coming in with a vertical strike like that, those jumping ones that you've been seeing me do, negated because of his helmet. So the best chance I have against him is actually getting behind him and doing horizontal strikes. Otherwise, he's just going to negate all that damage because he always is bending down right in front of us. So the best thing to do for him, stay behind him and get horizontal strikes. It's pretty tough if you're using like a halberd or a greatsword that does vertical strikes. Like, take this one for instance. Like, this is good. We like this. But these vertical strikes, a lot of that would have been negated right there. Because it's always coming overarching over your shoulder and coming down. So usually that's just going to hit the head if you're not behind them. We're looking for the horizontal strikes. If I was able to wield it one-handed, this would have been pretty easy as well. But I had to come down like this. So those strikes right there, that first one, usually comes from up top and works its way down low, so it's like a diagonal strike. So that's why some of those attacks weren't working. Gotta really pay attention to the hitboxes and the damage mitigation within this game.
Tarnished, are we? I am Selen, a sorcerer, quite plainly. Why are you here? Ah.
This is our teacher for sorcery.
Stone sorceries. I dare say your proclivities are far from ideal. Oh well, perhaps nurture will defy nature. With a bit of luck. But one must choose one's masters wisely. I was exiled from the Academy of Rea Lucaria. As a reviled, apostate witch. Do you still wish to learn from me? Well, you are a piece of work. Very well. You are now my protege in glintstone sorcery. But I refuse to coddle, or cast kind words. Never. Anticipate grievances, young apprentice.
Alright, so earlier we got, when we were fighting the that group who was shooting magic at us.
Is that a scroll? Takes me back to my academy days. Very well. This is sorcery with which I'm not entirely unfamiliar. I'll be sure to incorporate it into one of your lessons. Never lose that inquisitive spirit, my apprentice.
Alright, so this gives us a couple more sorceries. This one I think just gives you a giant magic sword that you can utilize. Rapid fire. Makes your thing magic, or makes your weapon magic. Basically tells you fires a horizontal widening magic arc. And this is like your magic arrow. I'm pretty sure, I'm not like 100% positive about this. But I think you can still put your summoning sign down to help somebody out. But it's whenever you go into a new boss room. Ow. This guy can't really do much damage to you. He can poison you. Get this repose real quick. Didn't last long, but we got a great sword. Usually he sends out poison, which I'm surprised about. Like, that's a fucking annoyance, but worked out fine for us. And I'm being summoned. Look at that. So hopefully they're actually going to go in with that boss. If not, then I'm just going to leave. Alright. Defeat the area boss. He knows. Okay. So this is basically co-op right here. You get summoned. We got another person coming in. Usually when you come in, you want to give a gesture, small bow, wave. There's an etiquette to these Dark Souls games. So, usually what the host is supposed to do is stay the fuck out the way and stay alive, or else he's going to ruin this for the whole group. Basically, if you're summoning people, you can help, but your job is to stay the fuck out the way, so the boss can at least be killed. Because if he dies, this whole thing is ruined. Alright. Once you're done, again, you bow. You get a rune arc. I don't know what that does yet. I haven't gotten that far in the game. I have been exploring way too much. Like with other Dark Souls game, I would probably already have that shit beaten, but yeah. So if you're near a boss, sometimes just put your summon sign down. You can get some extra souls or runes or whatever it is. But that is that boss, and now it's time for us to start moving further ahead. So I haven't got to beat this boss with this greatsword yet. Or a colossal greatsword at all, so this is going to be different. I've beaten him with the, let's see, katana, great curved sword, the hammer. So, finally gonna get to fight him with a colossal greatsword. This is also why the greatsword is great. It throws him up in the air. And also you can walk into him and then hit it. You don't even have to hit him, you can just walk into him. If I were to push up here toward an arena, I would get to fight a invasion. But we want to approach from this side. There is going to be a guy with a horn. There it is. So we got to take on a lot of these guys at the same time. But then again, we got a fucking great sword. Doesn't mean it's going to be easy, but we can still take out many of them at the same time. Need to take out the archers. Big swing, backstab. Take that shit. Go for the archer. Use your R2. One shot, one kill. Big swing, one shot, one kill. Start moving up on the left side. Also, if we were pushing up right through the middle, we'd have to deal with this fucking guy. And this guy would have shot this fucking thing, hit you, blown up, you would have been pissed off. That's why we pushed up on the left side. Because we can absolutely take all those people at once. Alright, we're going to make sure we heal. Check our level up. We're about 1,300 away. 1,304 away. Let's see. Check our runes. I don't think that's going to give us enough. But since we can't do that, if we can't go level up, we can go into Table of the Lost Grace. So this is basically what happens when you get to this part of the story. You can go and get this close. The maiden's going to come out. She's going to be like, I was testing you. I didn't believe in you, but now I see that you're pretty legit. I'm going to take you to where all the Tarnished actually get to go to. There's some people here you get to talk to. This guy, he'll teach you some faith incantations. This guy, I think he shows you where the Beastmaster is. This one, he does give you a quest.
Well, just call me Dialos. The honor of one's house holds little import in these lands. By the way, have you met a young woman named Lanya on your travels? She's my servant, but fickle as the wind. Take your eyes off her for but a moment and she's good as gone. If you find her...
Oh, we got poor people in here. Welcome, new person. How you doing? We're about to be going in to fight Margit, the El Omen. This is basically me just showing people how to do some things. But this is going to be your main blacksmith right here.
You're a new face. No matter. It's all the same. Lay out your arms. Let's get smithing.
Alright. Because we got a lot of those smithing stone 2s. If I had one more, I'd be able to get it up to 5. But we can get up to 4 right now. Oh yeah, I definitely wouldn't have had enough. Alright. He's got chains on his legs. We're going to just read that real quick, and then we're going to go right into the boss. Try and see if I can beat him with a cross of sword real quick.
These are my chains. I'm trapped by the hold. I'm dying, smithing for you fools. That's all there is to it.
Lots of people to talk to in here. This chick was mentioned at the beginning if you're paying attention to that little sequence. I just found out that if you let her hug you and embrace you, your health actually goes down. Like it, that's what a friend of mine said. And I didn't know that. I've been playing handicapped on my main character this whole time, if that's the case.
Greetings, great champion called by grace. I am Fia. Circumstances have compelled my stay at the Round Table Hold. Great champion, would you allow me to hold you? But briefly, perhaps you might share with me some of your lively vigor and your stout-heartedness. Doing so will grant me the warmth of a champion, and you, I am sure, will bear a Balderkin's blessing. Do you think it vulgar, perhaps? Where I come from, it is a sacred act.
Alright, I'm going to refuse for now.
Your disdain is only natural, but should you change your mind, come pay me another visit.
Here you can kind of change your appearance and everything. Alright, back to what we were doing. Alright, so this boss, because I'm going to be using a really big greatsword, and my stamina is not that high. Stamina management is going to be key in order to beat this guy, because there's a lot of rolling. So I don't want to get over anxious in what I'm doing. The jump attacks I can only do once in a while, and I need to really just plan out when and how I'm going to attack, because they take a long time to prep. That's because it's based on Guts' greatsword. So I absolutely love this fucking boss, just because of how cool he is and how many moves he fucking has.
In search of the Elden Ring. Emboldened by the flame of ambition.
Alright, so I love the fight of this fucking boss. He has fucking pushed my shit in on stream before. 2 swings. Right when he does those 2 swings, you immediately do your hit. You don't have a lot of time. Also, he can wrap around and try and hit you with his tail. Big swing. I do have to pay attention a lot to my stamina. And again, he just did a big swing. I missed that whole entire one. He has a lot of combo attacks. Big jumps are what you're looking for right there, just like that one. He will hop away from you. He does have a very quick upward swing that you're going to be looking for, but this one right here, that is your bread and butter. That's the one we like. Not right there, because I fucked it up. But basically, he has 2 swings. He has 2 swings right there, and usually you're able to hit the attack on the second one. And that is basically your free hit right there, as long as you're able to just dodge it. So it's either he comes in with those 2 big swings, or he comes in with a big slam. Not that one, but you'll see it probably. That tail swipe right there. This right here, big swings, 1, 2, go in, watch the tail swing. Thing I need to watch is the uppercut. He usually catches me on that. Right, that one, right there. Alright, he should be bringing out the hammer. This is a free hit. And he starts bringing out other fucking goodies. And he still caught me. I got caught on something, so I didn't get a full roll. But once you get him halfway down, he really starts going aggro on you. He pulls out swords, he pulls out hammers, more daggers, he gets more combo attacks. Honestly, it's great. Like when I got to play this one on stream with my friend Blues, and we finally got there, he was whooping the shit out of me for like the longest time. Granted, I was severely underleveled on a game I haven't been playing, which is the excuse I'm going to be going with to save face. But he was just whooping my ass over and over and over and over again. You can kind of cheese this boss. So looking into our equipment, we can go into our, well, basically where our Estus classes are, so our down on a D-pad, and utilize these two right here, Lone Wolf Ashes and Noble Sorcerer Ashes. We can just choose one. We pop those while we're fighting him. Usually you want to do it toward the end of his life, and his aggro goes mostly on to whatever you just summoned. And it takes him a little while to kill him. And that way you can just keep going at him and just beat the fucking brakes off of him. I think that's cheap. And I also don't want to do that. That's not my thing. $253. That's big damage right there. See, there's that tail spike you gotta watch out for. I'm kind of baiting him into moves, so if you notice my positioning, I'm trying to keep a certain distance with him so I can get him baited into moves that I want him to do. So this is the distance that I usually want, but here is where he's going to get uppercut range. And we want those jumps right there. We like those jumps because it is one shot. Like he's going in for one hit. Usually there's not a follow-up, and that's where we can get our jumping attack in. Big swings. 1, 2, go in. Watch the tail swipe. There it is. I may be over level for this, to be honest. 1, 2, come on in. See my positioning? I want to keep a certain distance from him. I want to bait him into moves that I like. Like that one. I messed up though, so I'm not going to be able to counter off of that. Big swings. That's the one we like. He jumped away. Free hit. You just have to dodge it at the right time. Oh shit. That's bad. That one's really fucking hard to dodge. So once he summons that sword, he's going to usually do 4 attacks. And it's a lot of spin and a lot of reach. You're basically going to be, and this is just for me in my experience, you're basically going to be able to dodge 3 out of the 4. Usually I get hit on that last one, but noticing that I was probably going to get hit on that last one, and with the amount of